Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now in today's video we're going to be using the superior LILLIA. Now I know pretty much ever since we've gotten the awakened LILLIA, pretty much everyone says she's better, whether that's how the character looks, how they're built, and especially since we've gotten the Christmas awakened LILLIA, everything has been pretty much entirely in her favor. But I mean, this was the first LILLIA we ever got, and I mean, she's still got some things going for her, if you get what I mean. Now, the Pierce team is definitely one of the funnest teams in the game, and back when it initially released, if you had this LILLIA here alongside like a Blue Demon Millionaire Hauser, you were just straight up winning matches right off the bat. Like, you're guaranteed your 2 Pierce cards, you throw them out, and you just win. And don't get me wrong, the Pierce team isn't anywhere near as strong today as it was back then, but it still holds up, and we definitely have 2 newer characters here. Rugal's starting to age a little bit, but who have some Pierce cards which can do a ton of damage. But if you guys don't know what the LILLIA does, her first card here inflicts damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. The second card here heals HP of all allies equal to 400% of attack and removes debuffs. The ultimate, which we do have 6/6, inflicts damage equal to 525% of attack on all enemies, decreases skill ranks, then depletes the ultimate move gauge orbs by the number of skills that were decreased. And last but not least, the passive, which is the whole reason you'd use her, increase all allies' pierce rate by the value equal to 50% of the hero's pierce rate at the start of battle. So with that, I mean, jumping over to this equipment set, you guys are probably thinking, why does it look like that? At this point, this is just a relic. This is pretty much the only character in my box that really looks like this. Common pieces on the side. That just shows how long I've been using for it. But we are of course rocking the HP defense set. With the pierce rolls, I definitely should change this up sometime pretty soon, especially since I've been on the grind to the 8 million box CC. Would definitely help trying to have all my pieces SSR gear or UR gear, but there we go, that's how she is there. And then jumping over to the closet, not a crazy amount of investment, pretty much just have all 5 of her cosmetic slots filled, but this is the team we're using today. Now, last time I did use this team, I was using Pierce food, so we're switching it up today. We are rocking the CC food. Still, once again, not the greatest CC. Barn having crit chance and crit damage rolls definitely hurts, and then LILLIA's gear set, along with just her regular base CC, doesn't help too much either. But I mean, yeah, let's jump right into it. Here we go, first opponent, and surely we can cop some wins with the old LILLIA. I mean, there is only one huge downfall with this team, and I suppose it's not a huge downfall, really, but it's with this opening rotation. We're pretty much going to be using this throughout the entire video, and falling for the evasion food there does not help us at all. But one thing is, we don't get to proc the second half of the melee passive there, which leaving her on just a slither of HP. Gosh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, if he does happen to go for the True Seeker Merlin passive, we can still attack with the Rugal single target cards, which is really nice because I think it's a attack decrease. Yeah, decrease attack related stats by 20% for 1 turn, which is super helpful, and it looks like that's what he's going to be going for. I'm guessing after that will probably be like a Escanor Flood card or something along those lines. Melee? Look at that, and she still survives. Hopefully he doesn't lifesteal an awful amount. Yeah, not liking our chances of killing the melee there, that's for sure, but I know we can definitely kill the Escanor there, and even if we do happen to lose LILLIA, by that point, we're probably taking so much damage that we'll hopefully by then have it procced the Omega Rugal passive. Please go for melee here. Perfect, exactly what I want to see. I wasn't too sure if we were going to one-tap Escanor there or not, so I mean, off to a pretty good start here. Who's his backline unit going to be? Okay, I suppose not doing an awful lot. I mean, I feel like in his case it'd even be better to have the Purgatory Barn in the back, only really supporting True Seeker Merlin, which I don't know. True Seeker Merlin is still a crazy good character, and by far one of the best characters when it comes to PvP. The amount of utility you get out of that unit's passive, along with the fact they have like the Flood card, amazing for DPS, Dissolve as well, which is great for ult control. Like, it's a unit that really has it all in a sense. Let's see though, tanking pretty well. Does that proc the... Yes, it does, and with a couple Holy Relic procs as well. Our Omega Rugal is going to be cooking with gas. Let's see that. I feel like we can easily finish off the melee right here. We'll just spam. I mean, I feel like even the single target card at this point is going to do quite a bit of damage, but we'll also be able to see it, the 1-star from Omega Rugal, which, keep in mind, this is a 1-star card. Will we be able to kill melee? I mean, that is quite a bit of HP, and it's got 2 procs of the damage reduction. Yeah, just shy, but I mean, that is still really good. And there we go. I mean, as long as we can, you know, keep everyone alive and Omega Rugal just doesn't get like 1 tap before his passive procs, I feel like we should be good. And hopefully we can end up fighting a couple King teams as well. I mean, I know you don't see an awful amount of King nowadays, especially since melee is released. I don't know, I feel like everyone's actually turned to using Trader Melee over King, which I don't really mind who you end up using. I personally prefer to use trade modes. I feel like I've said this a lot in recent videos. I don't know, just the single target card is so much more fun. And although King, yes, does have the better ultimate in a sense, especially in content like the bird raids, stuff like that, having the cleanse is really nice. I'm going to... But yeah, this is not looking too good. Can we get a couple Pierce cards? Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. Let's see if we can go for this here. Go for the attack decrease on melee, of course. I feel like there's no point really putting it on anyone else. Especially him going first, putting that on Escanor. Although it does only last the one turn, is going to go away pretty quickly. And if we could draw just like 2 more Pierce cards, I feel like we'll be in the clear here. Okay, only the one. We do get the gift card though, and we do have a heal as well. So I feel like we might be able to survive this out. If he doesn't have any melee cards, which he obviously has the AoE one because he didn't use it last turn. It's just going to be so much lifesteal for him though. Still got the attack decrease though, so in a sense this is going to work just a little bit better. The CC difference entirely is just like such a huge factor, and is going to be such a huge factor in most of these matches. Going for Barn, I don't know how I feel about going for Barn there in all honesty. You could easily take out Christmas Awaken Lilia. Gosh, my brain's just gotten so used to saying that. Please tell me that procced. Yes, okay, perfect. Let's see, we can't cleanse here, which is alright. I guess we'll just go for the heal. Go for this and put up the gift card just so we can get a little bit of regeneration. I feel like everyone should survive here. There we go. Kills Escanor, which is really nice. When I said survive, sorry, I meant on my half of the team. Don't think you'll be able to kill anyone here, but going for the Omega Rugal ultimate, I don't think it has any like super crazy effects on it from memory. Let's see. Inflict shot. Okay, yeah, ignores defense. Nothing too special, but with how many like of our passive were procced and with the Holy Relic as well, I feel like we should be able to kill melee in this next turn. If not, we'll be really close and we'll also have the damage decreased on him, so should be alright. Level 3 card coming out from him though. Surely we survive? Oh yeah, no. Not going to be happening whatsoever. Damn, I really thought we were going to be able to, you know, form some kind of a comeback there, but... What do we even go for? I mean, is it even worth it? Nah. I'm just going to go for this and then we'll skip on to the next turn. How much damage from the Heart Crusher though? 200,000 maybe? 300,000, yeah. I'm always impressed by how much damage Barn can do. And by the time you guys are seeing this video, we should, if not very soon, have the patch notes for the next update, which thank God we are finally getting the Valentine's Day Molescular. Please, Grand Cross, don't give us another just delayed update. I don't know why they keep doing it. It's been such a bad theme. Also, we just keep falling for that evasion food and some really nice damage actually. We'll be able to kill melee right off the bat. Just showing Escanor as well. I thought with the fact that Omega Rugal's type advantage, surely we'd be able to kill Escanor there, but apparently not. With the amount of melee cards we have though, this is entirely a wrap. I don't think it matters who he goes for here, he's going to get the kill. And I mean, LILLIA even there tanking pretty well if I do say so myself. No way does she survive the AoE here, that is just not going to happen. Oh well, we lost that. Unfortunately just surviving we're just surviving over 50% HP on the Rugal there. There we go, easily going to be able to finish off melee. Another single target card, not that we really needed it whatsoever. I might actually go for this here. Maybe melee survives the 2 single targets, and then we can show off the full AoE damage for 1 star. I mean, unfortunately we aren't getting the extra increase, from LILLIA, but we end up killing him anyways. That's alright. You will see this is a very big theme. The Pierce theme is just so offensive. Like, they're either quick matches, well, actually no, they're pretty much always quick matches because you're either winning straight away or your opponent is losing straight away, which is kind of how I like to play the game. But let me know in the comment section down below how you guys felt with this kind of dry week. I mean, they gave it to us with the Valentine's Day Molescular, and 2 was the previous unit that we had to summon for as well, because they've pretty much done this 2 weeks, or should I say 2 major updates in a row, just completely skipped out on a week. Like, it's not like we need time to save unless, you know, I feel like within the next week or 2 update or 2 on the JP version, hopefully their next update is kind of like a pre-festival banner. That way we can go ahead and get another festival and it be the light type Mael everyone is hoping for, although I do highly doubt it at this point, but hopefully Global doesn't get like the same kind of shaft and just have another delayed week, because I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of having to wait an entire week just to be able to play these units for myself. Obviously I don't have a JP account. I did play the Japanese version. Not from release day, but it was at least the first week of release. I think it was like day 3 I started playing, but I lost that account, I think around when Blue Gallon released, so not very long into the game's lifespan, but still, like, I don't know. I don't think I will ever get a JP account either. I just don't really see like the whole point in getting one this late, especially with how much money I spend on global. I definitely don't have the money to not. I already spend on 2 garches. Going for 2 garches and a second account on one of them is just way too much money. But pretty quick match this one. I don't know why anyone would rock the Christmas Awakened LILLIA without Kyo. I mean, if you're looking to rock her, it's either Kyo or, if you like as well, any other debuff units kind of count. I mean, you can use stuff like Jack of Light Gotha. It's just not as consistent as like having debuffs proc from the passive, although I do say that you can get like passive debuffs from True Seeker and Merlin. It's just not to the same effect that you get from the Kyo. But look at that, a full hand of Heart Crusher there should be easily be able to take out. Never mind, everyone tanking really well. God damn, okay. Maybe if we had the gift card up, he'd be doing just a tad bit more damage. But yeah, no, super excited obviously to do a couple showcases with the Molescula. And I do also I've heard things that she's very good in the new Deer raid. I've heard very mixed opinions on the Deer raid as well. Like, especially around the time of release, pretty much everyone was saying Halloween Gotha was absolutely terrible for the raid. I've heard, I think it was Chixua did a video basically saying that he thinks Halloween Gotha is one of the best teams, or at least the best team for the Bird raid. And I've also heard things about the Valentine's Day Molescula being very good on the Bird raid as well. I mean, although it would have to replace Escanor, which I'm not too sure how I feel about that. The team I'm using at the moment, especially with the damage reduction, I've heard as well the Bird card set, which unfortunately I haven't got yet. I did actually end up getting the artifact super early as well. I think it was around like my 17th run, and that's like going 1, 2, 3. I did that like 17 times before I got it, which is still very early, mind you. Like, even on floor 3, I think it's like a 2% chance. Like, definitely not the greatest odds, that's for sure. Also, can we just finish off in this turn here? But I end up getting that card set once you get it, you know, leveled up fully. People say it is the best for the Deer as well, which, I don't know, I use a damage reduction or the damage reduction card set, and even at max level, I'm still struggling to survive on most phases, and Soldier's just shy there. I actually just went ahead and finished the Deer since, with the time I'm recording this video, we're like 28 hours or so from reset, and it was just a struggle. It is so much harder than the Bird raid. Maybe I'm just saying that because I couldn't even finish the Bird raid at floor 3 when it initially released. I actually don't think anyone could, but let's see, level 2, why not? We'll throw out this Omega Rugal card and onto the second final match. I think this video has gone very quickly. Like I said before, these matches are going to be extremely fast-paced with the Pierce team. Never mind, onto our final match. Damn, that went so much quicker than I thought. I thought surely we've got 2 more matches left here, but there are at this point in time a couple videos on record. Usually on the channel, we pretty much like entirely post PvP showcases also. I know we're trying to show off mainly LILLIA here. LILLIA is going to be, you know, showing what she can do in pretty much every single card we throw out here, especially the Pierce cards. That's kind of like the main factor. We are saying what she can do. Damn, Barn really tanked that well. I mean, don't get me wrong, this guy is starting to age quite a bit and very low crit defense, very high crit resistance, really showed in that final attack, but I would say this man is still easily the 3rd best festival in the game, or even 3rd best unit for PvP. Like, Melee King, put them 1 and 2, and then Barn, I reckon. It's under that, it starts to get a little bit like based on opinion. I mean, Christmas Awakened LILLIA, definitely one of the best units in the game, although it does have to be used alongside Kyo. Like, most units in the game have to be used alongside a partner anyway. Barn has to be used alongside Excalibur Alpha, so you see what I mean. But I do definitely want to record a couple other videos unrelated to PvP showcases. I do want to do like a floor 1, 2, and 3 of the Deer guide, that's for sure. I want to do another video basically just going over the best and like safest team for Bird, along with just like a really concise and like constructed, just like floor 1, 2, and 3 guide. Really should have gone for the Drain there, probably could have finished off Escanor, but would like to do those. Also would like to do a box CC guide. I did have one of you guys mention that in one of the comment section on one of my last couple of videos, and definitely something I'd be interested in, because at this point in time, that's pretty much the whole Grand Cross grind for me. Is pretty much where I'm up to now is just grinding for gear, turning it all into Enhanced and Awakening Stones, and just upgrading all of the gear in my box, since at this point all of the units in my box already have HP defense gear, all +5, so I'm pretty much just on the braces and orbs trying to 5-star them as well, and then we'll slowly go ahead and move on to other sets. But let's see here. We'll go ahead and use you. I really hope this Melee card ends up doing just a tad bit of lifesteal, because he is kind of low, that's for sure. Yeah, and the Lillia card didn't heal an awful lot either. Don't want to take the Excalibur Arthur ultimate. Although he's a weaker character, the Death Pecker ultimate at 6/6 can easily still one tap. Look at that, is he just gonna... Yeah, why even use Lillia cards at this point? Like, if it's just looking for healing melee, using one of his single target cards, or as you just saw there, the Pierce card, it's just a full heal. Like, the substats on these units have just gotten so insane to the point where you can see stuff like that, and it's kind of just like normal for Meliodas. It's kind of hard to showcase teams with them out. Like, although the meta is in like a very balanced place at the moment, if you are to use a team without like King, Barn, Meliodas, like any of those top tier characters, it is a struggle, that's for sure. And are we actually going to end up losing this match? I know going for Barmer off the bat was risky, but I honestly thought we'd be able to do it. What do I go for? I think this is probably our safest bet. Yeah, if I can bring this around, I'm going to be surprised. Also, very glad that we actually managed to get the Summer Lily ultimate off there. Honestly, really cool animation, especially with the skin. Like, how is this not a top tier skin? It comes around in the Hawk Class shop fairly often. I mean, I feel like pretty much all of the free-to-play skins have gotten, or at least been in that shop at least once now. So if you've been playing the game, 100% would recommend picking it up. Again, I mean, we got a PS card, which is what we really want, but having the gift card as well is kind of help. Don't think we can kill up. I don't think we can kill the Escanor is my only problem. We should be maxed out on the Rugal Holy Relic. By now we've taken quite a few hits, that's for sure. Don't think his effect actually procs when other units get hit. Yeah, that's gonna kill Lillia, isn't it? If that kills Lillia, we don't stand a chance against killing her. Okay, look, his Holy Relic is still getting boosted as well. Okay, I know at this point, like, have we had his passive proc even? I'm not too sure. Let's just go ahead, we'll throw these two cards out and we'll call it a video. I'm still happy with how she showcased these units on this team pretty much, like the Rugal, Lillia, Melee, or if you want to put like the Festival King there. Either, I just really enjoy Rugal as a unit, and I actually said in one of my more recent showcases with, I think it was Mai on the Amplified team, that I can just go for so long without using some of these units, and it can be like 2 months, and I just like don't get to showcase them at all. So this video also kind of just being like an excuse to use Rugal once again. Like, I don't know, he's a really fun unit, and pretty much all of the collab characters are. Can't wait for some of the older ones to get like a Holy Relic buff. There we go, and that just about does it for today's showcase. Once again, using the superior Lillia in PvP, and yeah, like I said, happy with how they showcased. Unfortunately, this Lillia, she already has a Holy Relic, doesn't she? Yeah, probably should have. The hero recovers 15 when a debuff move. Okay, not the craziest thing in the world. It'd probably just be better for the CC, which she definitely needs. Her CC is 100% hanging. Don't get me wrong, she hasn't got the greatest set in the world, but 55,000 is still not too great. The whole team pretty much having Holy Relics besides Meliodas, which who knows when Trader Meliodas and the Festival King are going to get their Holy Relics. To think one day they'll actually have them though is still absolutely mind-blowing to me. But really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.